It's your boy Fist in his house. Bring another great edition of Modern Warfare 3 Ground War Domination 9v9 Seaside, Seatown. I'll never get it right, but I am bringing you the MP5 silenced with rapid fire. You know what? To be honest with you, I know I mentioned it in my last video when I was using the AK, but I tell you what, this weapon with rapid fire, I think, I was sitting in the corner and I was like, what the hell? I froze up, and I don't know. I was thinking that I was trying to heal or do something. I don't know what I was trying to do. Just screwed up right there. But anyways, going back to the story here, I never used this weapon because everybody was hating on it and not really feeling it. And listen, a lot of these weapons in this game, they're good weapons, but the point being is that you have to use them so you can be proficient at them. And don't you? Proficiency. You have to be proficient at them. And, you know, I'm using the green camo. Like I told you before, I love using the mixed camo. Now, I probably should have put on the desert camo for this particular map, but I didn't. But the MP5 with rapid fire and a silencer, here's what I'm going to say about it. Here, I'm going to give you my observation, my wisdom, based on my 60,000 certified kills in the game. My kills are all ground war, so everything I talk about pertains to ground war. I'm not talking about demolition, none of that other bullshit game stuff that you see out there. So if you're a ground war player, I guess I'm truly, I don't know, in the trenches guy. I don't know, maybe I'm painting myself into a corner, but this is what I love to do. I mean, if I don't really love the game or love what I'm playing or what I'm doing, I'm not really going to do it. You know, I don't really care. And people that, you know, feel like that I'm worried about whether a sub leaves or comes or goes, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to get the same amount of views that I got when I got 100,000, 50 million. You know, it's just, you know, when people have the time to watch my video and I post one and they see it, then they watch it. You know, I used to worry about, oh my God, you know, I got 80,000 subscribers. How come not? I mean, look at XJaws. He's got almost 1 million, and he only gets like 100,000 views. I mean, look at the. I mean, it just, you know, it doesn't. You know, I do it because I love the game and I like to share my fun with you. Not because I'm stressing out over $1. You know, I don't care about that. And that's the thing. I've been, you know, I wanted to say this one thing. I know I'm going off on a tangent, but there's plenty of time to talk about the MP5 and what it does. But I wanted to talk about, I've been going to the casino and been playing real-time games for money. Like I played video poker. I've been, I'm going to tell you this story. So, you know, my dad, he's like getting old and stuff, and he's like, you know, I want to spend some valuable time with him because my uncle just died, you know, and he don't really have anybody, so, you know, he's like, yo, let's go up there. So, what I want to tell you is that when you look at your screen when you play video games, and this is how it pertains to the story. You know, I'm trying to make my case as I went off the original story, the MP5, I went on to this other story. Just try to follow me. So, my dad's like, look at this guy the way he's hanging out the window. It's funny when I turn around, you'll see him turn around, look at. So my dad, he's like getting old, and you know, he's like, oh, let's go to the casino. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to go. So he talks me into it, you know, and I take him up there. And how video games pertain to, or how Call of Duty can sharpen you for casino-type games is this. Now you'll notice when you look at the screen, it's constantly feeding you the next in line information, I call it. You got the kill feed, the mini map, all this information that you have to compute like that. So in essence, you're like a hedge gamer. You're trying to predict the future, and the people that can predict the flow of the game and can predict it the best, you're basically predicting the future in Call of Duty by reading all the information, sound, the mini map, the kill feed, you know, even deeper than that, reading the kill feed and then comparing it to the mini map, then the sound of that. I mean, literally, you don't need radar, you know. So you take all that information, you condition your brain to continuously hedging and foreseeing the future. That you go, like, if you go to the casino, once you start playing the like card games or video poker, it's like your brain kicks in and you could start seeing shit. So going back to my story, like the last 3 times that my dad and I went to the casino, I've won every single time. I took $7. Like he got this promotional money, like $80. So he plays on a slot machine and we win it. And I'm like, yo, you know, let me just. He's like, okay, he played his little $80 and he lost all the way down to $7 and he's here. You can have the $7 for your gas. So I'm like sitting there and I'm like, I'm like, he goes to the craps table and I'm like, I don't want to roll dice or nothing like that. So he's like, so I took the little $7 ticket that was left over from his $80 promotional, you know, little slot machine thing, and I go over to video poker. I took $7 and I had a picture of it and I put it up on Twitter. And that's, if you follow me on Twitter, you'd see these stories. And I also have a Tumblr blog too. I don't really know, but it's fisticuffs at tumblr.com. So I take the $7, I go to the video poker, blam, blam, I hit 4 aces. I turned it into 400 quarters. That's like almost like $100. I'd say like $365, $365, like $80. So then I take the $80, then because this, like the gaming, just I could see the cards coming. I start seeing patterns in the video poker, and like people are dropping off like flies left and right of me. You know, they're leaving the machines, and I'm like, damn. And so then I sit down at the poker or at the blackjack table, and I'm starting to see the cards. Like I know what the dealer has. Like I'm looking at it, and I'm like, the dealer keeps pulling up these face cards, and people are hitting, and I got 16. You're supposed to take a hit, but I'm like, no way does this guy have 3 20s in a row. And I'm like, no, I'm not taking a hit. So like, and I change the shoe, and I just start winning, and it's like the pit boss comes over and he's like, this guy's not playing natural. It's like, it was such a high, and it was like so much. It was such better. It was like, I don't know. It was just really fun, and it's just as fun as this though too. So like, there's a lot of professional poker players as well that came from like Street Fighter, video games that are on the tour now. So you know, it's not far-fetched to understand the reason why that it's like that. So going back to the MP5, well, the little time that we have left, just as the nuggets always like to leave you at the end of the stories, because you watch my videos, they're so intriguing, is that using the MP5 with rapid fire and a silencer, I find it more of a controlled. I would say that it's stronger than the MP7, and it just has, it's stronger than the MP7. It's kind of like a better version of the silenced. That's the way I'm seeing it with the rapid fire, because if you take 2 attachments, you don't need kick with the MP5. It works out just perfect. So you have the silencer and rapid fire, and it just kicks the perfect way that you can control it. Because if you put a kick on it, it feels like you're running stalker on it, and it's all over the place, and I don't like that. So I went with the double attachment, and I'm like, ooh, This thing is sweet. So it's kind of a little bit, I think it's better than the MP7 because it hits harder. It's an MP5, so it's supposed to, you know, it's supposed to deliver a lot more damage, supposedly. And it's not as wild as the PP90. It's kind of like a nice, it's the best hybrid SMG that there is. I mean, you might think it's the MP7, you know, but I feel like the MP5 with its silence and rapid fire. I wish I would have used it earlier, but I think I'm going to start using this from now on. And you know, you thought you need the proficiencies, which you don't. So I hope you enjoyed this gameplay, and I really don't have a reason or a rhyme as to why. It's just a preference, maybe, and it's something that you might have to get used to feel. To see if you feel the same way that I feel about it. And, you know, I could be 100% wrong, but yeah, I haven't showed you a video with the MP5. I hope you enjoyed the stories and what I've been doing and where I've been at, and enjoying these videos. So until next time, it's your boy Fist. Peace, and I'm out.